So in this problem, we need to express each of the following products either as a sum or as a difference of sines and cosines. So here I have listed the four transformation formulas. In the first one, we have the product of a sine and a cosine function. So that transforms into the sum of two sine functions. Similarly, the other three are also stated here. So let's begin with problem number 1. So in number 1, we have 2 times sine 5 pi over 12 times sine pi over 12. Now here, this clearly matches with this particular formula, 2 sine A sine B. So that means that will be equals to the difference of two cosine function. So we will get cosine of A minus B. So let's say 5 pi over 12, that's A, and pi over 12, that's B. So here we'll have 5 pi over 12 minus pi over 12 minus cosine of 5 pi over 12 plus pi over 12. So this is going to give us cosine of, so 5 pi over 12 minus pi over 12, that's 4 pi over 12, or simply pi over 3, minus cosine of, we have 5 pi over 12 plus pi over 12, that gives us 6 pi over 12, and that's simply pi over 2. Fine. So cosine of pi over 3, so that has a standard value of half, and cosine pi over 2, so that's going to be equals to 0. So that means the final result is going to be equals to 1/2. You might have a confusion, like how do we choose the value of A and B? What if I have chosen pi over 12 as A and 5 pi over 12 as B? So let's check that out, what kind of answer it gives us. So here, instead of this step, so we are going to get cosine of, so we are considering A to be pi over 12. So let's say we take pi over 12 minus 5 pi over 12 minus cosine of pi over 12 plus 5 pi over 12. Right. This will be equals to, now cosine of pi over 12 minus 5 pi over 12, so that's going to be cosine of negative pi over 3 minus, this is going to remain the same, this is going to be cosine of pi over 2. Now luckily, we know that cosine is an even function, meaning if we take cosine of negative theta, this is also equals to cosine of theta, or positive cosine theta. So that means cosine negative pi over 3 will be equivalent to cosine of pi over 3. And this is 0, so we have left with cosine of pi over 3, and that value also comes out to be equals to half. So it doesn't matter which one you choose as A, which of the angle measure you choose as A, and the other is B. So that's totally up to you. Now let's go to the second one. So we have 2 times the product of two cosine function. So here we're going to use this particular transformation formula. So this will be equals to cosine of, we need A plus B. So we will assume 5 pi over 12 to be A and pi over 12 to be B. So we have 5 pi over 12 plus pi over 12 plus cosine of 5 pi over 12 minus pi over 12. So this will be equals to cosine of pi over 2 plus cosine of pi over 3. So this will give us, so cosine pi over 3, that's equals to half. So we get the product 2 times cosine of 5 pi over 12 times cosine of pi over 12. This has a value equals to 1/2. Now let's go to the third problem. So here we have 2 times the product of a sine function and a cosine function. So here we will consider 5 pi over 12 to be A and pi over 12 to be B, because 5 pi over 12 is clearly greater than pi over 12. So for this, we'll have to use the first transformation formula. So this will become equals to sine of, so 5 pi over 12 added to pi over 12, that gives us the value pi over 2 radians. Plus, we have sine of A minus B, so 5 pi over 12 minus pi over 12, that's pi over 3. Fine. So this will be equals to sine pi over 2, that has a standard value of 1, and sine pi over 3, that's square root of 3 over 2. So this is going to be the value. Now moving on to the fourth problem. So we have 2 times cosine of 5 pi over 12 times sine pi over 12. So we're going to use the second transformation formula, and this is going to give us sine. So we have 5 pi over 12 added to pi over 12, that's pi over 2 radian. So we'll get a negative sign here, and then we have sine pi over 3. So the value comes out to be 1 minus square root of 3 over 2. So this is the final answer.